Hey everyone and welcome back to Sunny Adventures. In a previous video we installed our new Westfalia mosaic roof, and in this video we're very excited to announce that we have a bed for it and we're gonna install it today. We found this specific mosaic roof bed in a German website called Westagon. We also had a template to install the roof from them and also the brackets to support the roof. They were kind enough to give us a discount on the bed so that we could make this video about it to show you how to install it and what it looks like, so that hopefully you'll be able to do an installation like this yourselves. So the bed recently arrived. Let's check it out, see what we got in the box. So let's get started. This order consists out of two parts, a folding bed and a wooden support structure to fit on top of the roof to support the folding bed. Of course, we put a link to this in the description. If you have a pop top yourself or a mosaic roof, be sure to check them out because they have a lot of useful parts. When we got started, we didn't have the manual yet, and that made that we also made a few mistakes. We'll of course explain all the mistakes that we made so that you don't have to make them, so it's a plus.
So this is the folding part of the bed. So over here you would have the roof, and then this is what covers the gap. So the difference with the regular Westfalia is that this actually has two parts instead of one. So it can fold, and as we have an arched roof, we need this to fold in order to fit. We will also have two parts for the mattresses, one that covers this part and one that covers that part. And I will now show you how you actually fold this in the van. So keep in mind that this is the roof right here. We have another part for that, which we will show you in a bit. And then this part actually can fold in like this. So now we would have a part of the mattress on this side and a part of the mattress right below here. And then this whole part can actually fold onto the roof of the van, and then it's all folded in.
Here you can clearly see the difference between a regular Westfalia roof and our mosaic roof. So in a regular Westfalia roof, this is flat because it doesn't have the curve. And in our case we do have the curve, which means that the bed, as we want it straight, will be up here. And that's also the reason that we have a double folded bed, because it wouldn't fit if you put two mattresses on top here, which would fit in the regular Westfalia. The second part can fold instead of like this, it can fold like this. The mattress will be folded underneath the other one so that you don't have the space in the way of the roof and the bed, but it will be over there. So now that we unboxed everything, we're gonna see how everything fits together. There are a lot of pieces that we have to try to fit together. It will basically be a giant puzzle. Luckily everything is numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, A, B, C. So we'll just have to match all the numbers and letters together and see where that brings us. Apart from the lettering and numbering, it's also pretty easy to see by the shape which part belongs where. So far it's been quite a straightforward installation. Some corners and edges fit quite snugly, which is a good thing because they won't come apart anymore. That also means that you can lightly hammer them carefully so that you won't break the structure. And trust me, some parts are a little fragile. Fortunately, it was not the most structurally important part that we broke, so we could continue. As the support structure is a complete replica of the original Westfalia bed, it fits quite nice and snugly. You can see that they are cut out for the ribs on the roof, so it only fits in one way, which makes it quite convenient and easy to install. As we impatient people went straight ahead without a manual, we did this unnecessary step. Instead of gluing the support structure together, we screwed it at first, as we were unsure if the structure would fit through the cutout in the roof. Spoiler, it fits, so gluing it, like the manual suggests, is the way to go here. And then when you attach the parts together, everything else should work straight out of the box. You can see how it works here. At this point we thought we were finished, but we made one crucial mistake. Of course we wouldn't have installed it in such a way that the roof wouldn't close anymore, would we? More on that later, but until then you can see the vision. When we were sure that everything would fit nice, we took it apart again to glue it this time. As you can see, we put all the things that we could find that were heavy on top of it so that it could dry properly. We let it dry overnight so that we could continue the next day. Okay, so unexpectedly or semi-expectedly we did run into a problem because we installed the bed and it seemed to work all right, but now we can't close the roof anymore because the hinges are in the way. We don't know exactly how to solve this because it's all pretty pre-made, but we are gonna try a few things. First, we're gonna try to sand the frame so that it becomes a bit lower on the roof. Hopefully that helps a little bit. And if that doesn't work, we're gonna try some other things. So fingers crossed this works. One note, everything we did after this is actually not necessary if you install it correctly, but we found out way later. We tried to make it a bit lower. First we milled a bit in the wood to lower the hinge. That wasn't enough, unfortunately, so now we put the hinge at the bottom of the plank and now the roof can close again. So that's the solution that we're going for. We found out that the hinges should actually be attached to the bottom of this panel. This was slightly unclear to us, but in the manual this is explained. Please don't make the same mistake we did. It can take you hours.
Je hebt sowieso al zelfs zo het. Maar bedoel ik.
And with that, it's installed properly this time. There's one part that we left out, that is attaching the bed to the roof. We didn't do that for now, as it feels very sturdy already and we might not want to bring the top bed every trip. However, even without it, it already feels very sturdy and secure as it is form-fitted to the roof. We might change our minds later. There are pieces delivered with it so that you can attach it to the bus when you need to. But for now, please enjoy the end result, as we are certainly doing.
So, it took a while, but we finally made it. We can sleep upstairs in our van. Woo!
High five.
Nice.
This is the end result. We are very happy with how everything turned out and we can't wait to use it on our trips to come. All in all, this was a very quick and easy installation that you should be able to do in just a few hours. The mistakes that we made were mostly because we didn't have the manual yet, so it would be our recommendation to check out the manual before starting to save you some time. However, especially the folding part feels amazing, as if it has been always part of our van. And with those closing words, it is time to end this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that bell so that you won't miss any future endeavors, and we'd like to see you the next time. Bye bye!